Wow, finally.
Finally.
Nice.
What time is it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually how I even get to coaching or to be trainer or coach, it's because I start like climbing quite I was like, I think 18, so quite late. And then I start to some local competitions, and then I realize, and like some national competitions, and then I realized competing, it's like not really for me. Actually going to different way. I did like future education as a climbing teacher. I think that's like from Swiss Mountain Guide Association. Stecker, which was the former national coach of the Switzerland, and I start working with him as a co-trainer for a few years, and then he left Switzerland, and then I took over his athletes actually here, and I continue with education as a professional coach, which is different direction, which is not commercial, which is like, yeah, anyway. So then I did like 2 other courses there, and yeah, here I am. So yeah, and actually I quit the competition climbing coaching as well, like 1 year ago, because I get the back surgery, and then I need to take like year off to get like fit myself and to get back the climbing and like relax, because like coaching like professional athletes is quite stressful, and you are still like in the training or competition, or like you don't have so much time for yourself.
You watched the last week's video?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I watched the whole stuff, and I understand now it's time for payoff. Yeah.
So from watching the video, what's your take on it? What do you think? Like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still possible in your age to get better. There are some good examples. Like the Yuji Hirayama, he's I think 53, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but the problem is that he has always been good, I think.
Yeah, and I think compared to how good he used to be, he's probably lost more than we have.
But he's still climbing, right? So
yeah.
Or
he looks extremely fit, though, for sure.
Yeah. There are many like people and your age, or your age, our age actually. they still train, train really hard, and they find like the training like itself, it's it's like something which it's like brushing the teeth, it's something which you do like every day. So it's something which is normal, which is cool. And I think it's hard, like I know it for myself, it's hard to start like train alone, on its own, because I'm weak and I have to train, but then it's always like now I have to work a bit more, like, and then I don't know, like children, or then have a beer with the friends, or like always some excuses. But the good thing about you is you are 2 now, so that could be easier to start and to keep going. So
yeah,
I think the idea, it's good.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, both I and Thomas, we actually, I mean, we enjoy training.
Yeah, that's really good thing.
Some parts of training, though, it's like we said before, it's like it's really easy to enjoy the things that you like.
Yeah.
But because there are parts of climbing and training that you like, and some parts that you dislike.
Yeah.
And the problem here, I guess, is that it's good to do some of the things you dislike, and that is why it's good to be 2, and also good to have you, Vladek, to check in on us, and also like we have to document what we're doing.
I found it like really good idea. For me as well, it's kind of challenging because I was used to train like mostly professional athletes, but you know, like younger ones.
Come on.
So professional, not Swedish athletes.
Okay, my bad.
So for me, it would be challenging as well, like to the whole knowledge actually, like break it down a bit, because it's, I would say it's really easy if you know, like the people are like really like incredible strong, right? So you can tell them just do like 1 arm pull-ups or whatever, and that's it. But for the normal people, that's probably not the way how to do it.
Probably not. No, exactly.
But still, like the system is same, but you know, like on the different level, I guess. So I hope, but it will be challenge for me as well to find the right way. You know, like find the balance between training and rest, for example. Because you know, I remember when I was 20, I could train like 7 days a week, like you know, like a few hours a day hard. And if I would do it now, then probably after 2 days, I would be on like intensive care somewhere. So yeah. So.
But that's interesting, though, isn't it? Because we could train other stuff, you know.
Yes.
For example, we, as Björn said, we train, but we only do the stuff that we like. We never stretch, and we never do core, basically. So
I mean, that's human, right? So like, probably everyone does that. That's the difference between like systematic training, because then you try to do the whole range of the things, right? Doesn't mean you don't do those things which you like. Do as well things which you don't like so much.
Yeah. And what I'm looking forward in this project is that we're really interesting to see your analysis of our performance, and to see that okay, what should they train to progress where they are right now, and their age and everything. That's interesting to see what will make a difference. And what will not hurt them, because it's going to be easy for us to just get damaged, you know. That's going to be easy, but
okay, I cannot damage you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's my fun then. No, I mean, yeah, it would be really cool for that. I have to know like few things about you, like, you know, I think the most important for our age is like, how much time do you really have, or do you want to really spend with the training?
For me, realistically, right now, I don't think time is actually a problem. But then again, saying that, I mean, if you were to tell me that you need to train 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon, I couldn't do that. My body couldn't do that. So that's why I'm saying the time is not really a factor. If you told
Okay.
me I need to train 2 hours a day, I could do that.
That's cool.
Well, basically we are under Corona time, so I mean, it's as long as it's sort of, if you can sort of schedule it, then I can just put it into my schedule.
Okay, cool.
And then I can work other times. So I can't really. I'd love to blame say that I don't have time, but actually I have time. At the moment I have time. So it's really good way to do it now, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And then the other thing, it's like I told Björn, I think this week, like if we should do like the whole year training, like the whole training period. Or that's the thing, you can get like stronger just on your weaknesses, or we can do the whole like training period, like with the proper training gear.
Okay.
And what I said that was that for me it's better to look long term, and if that means periodization, that you start with building up and that's over a year, I think it's for sure that's the way we should go, because at this time, like we've been saying, we've been climbing for 30 years, and I mean, why not do it properly?
I think it's really cool because if you do it for 1 year, then you learn it, and then next year you know what to do, or what wasn't so good, then you can change it and skip those things. Not those things which you don't like, but those things which so good. But then you understand the whole thing, how it works, and yeah, so it helps you for next 50 years of climbing or whatever.
Okay, so cheers again.
Cheers again.
It's Friday, so I guess the next section is that we talk about what we're actually going to do. What is the plan? What is the first step for us? What do you need to know more in order to take it further?
Yeah, I think I will send you some kind of test which you can do next week. Then we can. Yes, okay, it's good. So we will see where we are at the moment, like with strength and with like different kind of movements. But it's just more like that we can compare it like after few weeks.
Yeah,
so it's nothing. It doesn't change actually the training itself. The training will be like still same, but like the intensity, then we can see. Yeah, so this would be first step, and then I will write probably the training plan for you.
But I mean, when you were here in Sweden last year, yeah, we climbed a little bit together, which was awesome, by the way. I mean, if you're honest, what was your? I mean, you have seen us climb. I mean, if you can sort of replay that in your mind, what do you see as a coach? I understand. You stop crying.
No. About you, Thomas, I think your finger power, finger strength is good. So that's what, or at least at the rocks. So yeah. I was like, you have quite long fingers, I have to say, if I remember that like correctly, but like strong fingers. So probably the hangboard behind you, it's not just like decoration.
No. So, no, I've been using it a bit the last years, actually, the last 10 years maybe. So I wish I had done that when I was 20. Yeah, that would have been a good.
That was funny because me and Thomas was talking about this. Maybe we talked about this last time as well. But anyways, we were talking about this thing that Thomas has discipline. So I mean, if he starts hangboarding because it's good, he's going to keep doing that. forever. Like, whereas I'm like, I start hangboarding and I do it a lot, like every day, and I do it for 3 months, and then I stop and I do something else. I focus on something else, like my bench press or something, and then I run. Whereas Thomas, and then I stop doing everything else. So now I'm just like, for right now, I'm just climbing the tunnel, like it's a steep overhang section at the gym. That's the only thing I do, always. Nothing else. And I know that's bad, but Thomas, because I talk about it a lot, like, yeah, I'm hanging on these tiny edges and whatnot, and I'm doing these push-ups and I'm doing that and he thinks I'm doing everything.
That's actually true. I mean, it's like he's a god. He's doing everything.
Yeah. And actually, I have to say it's cool for me because I will try to keep going with you, so to do the same training, because then I can feel it works. So yeah, well, for me as well, motivation.
Because otherwise we'll beat you this summer.
Well, that would hurt, wouldn't it? That you make a training program for us and then we beat you.
Yeah, that's how it works with the pro athletes.
All right. So basically, to recap, what you're saying is that you're going to give us a couple of like exercises or tests, and until before next Friday, we need to film ourselves doing. And is it like pure strength tests, or is like, or is it like a mobility?
It's more like strength test because it's easier, like to measure that. And with the mobility, I saw you, so you don't have to do any test.
No mobility.
And then I will start writing the trainings plans and probably record some videos for you as well with the exercises that you will do it correctly. Cool. And one friend of mine, I asked her if she can do some stretching program.
Guys, it's been great talking to you, and this is going to be a fantastic tradition that we're going to do every Friday, right?
Cool.
But now we're done.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Take care.